Thinking about starting a not-for-profit organization in Canada? Maybe you want to launch a community group, sports club, arts organization, environmental initiative, or support a cause that's important to you. The good news, starting a not-for-profit is more accessible than most people think. The bad news, many people choose the wrong structure, skip important legal steps, or misunderstand the difference between a not-for-profit and a charity. In this video, we'll walk you through everything you need to know to start a not-for-profit organization in Canada. Let's get started. A not-for-profit organization exists to support a purpose rather than generate profits for owners or shareholders. Unlike a regular business, any surplus money earned is used to support the organization's mission. Examples include sports associations, community organizations, arts groups, cultural organizations, educational programs, environmental groups, and religious organizations. One important thing to understand is that not every not-for-profit is a charity, and that's where most people get confused. This is where a lot of people get confused. The first thing to understand is that there are two types of not-for-profits, charitable and non-charitable, and not every not-for-profit is a charity. When you're setting up your organization, one of the first things you'll need to determine is your purpose. The purpose you include in your incorporation documents will help determine whether your organization is considered a non-charitable not-for-profit or whether it may qualify for charitable status. A non-charitable not-for-profit can operate to support things like sports teams, community groups, professional associations, recreational clubs, or cultural organizations. A charity, on the other hand, must have charitable purposes recognized by the Canada Revenue Agency and must apply for charitable status separately. One of the biggest differences is that registered charities can issue official donation tax receipts. Most non-charitable not-for-profits cannot. Charities also have additional reporting requirements and are subject to greater oversight by the CRA. If your goal is to raise funds through donations and provide tax receipts to donors, charitable status may be something to consider. Before you file anything, get crystal clear on why your organization exists. Ask yourself, who are we helping? What problem are we solving? What impact do we want to create? The more specific your mission is, the easier it will be to attract members, donors, volunteers, and funding. And remember, if you define your mission as something charitable, you'll be able to apply for charitable status with the CRA. One of the biggest decisions you'll make is whether to incorporate federally or provincially. Ontario incorporation is usually ideal if your activities will stay within Ontario. Let's say you're a local soccer club. Ontario registration probably makes more sense. Federal incorporation is often better if you plan to operate across multiple provinces. For example, an environmental protection group that works across Canada. For many local organizations, Ontario incorporation is the simpler and more affordable option. It really all depends on what you're doing and where you plan on doing it. No matter what your mission is, you'll want your name to clearly reflect that. A not-for-profit name should always have two elements to it, distinctive and descriptive. The distinctive element is what makes your name unique from others. It can include a location like a town, city, community name, something fun like Sledheads, or someone's name if you're creating the organization in memory of them. The descriptive element tells people what you are. Essentially, it reflects the mission you've defined. It tells people what you do. So, Photographers Association, Snowmobile Club, Memorial Foundation. You also have the option to add a legal ending, but it's not required for not-for-profit or charity registration. Your name should be memorable, reflect your mission, be distinguishable from existing organizations. Before choosing a name, it's a good idea to check domain availability, social media usernames, existing corporations, and trademarks. A little research now can save major headaches later. Directors help govern your organization, and you'll need a minimum of 3. Try to recruit people with different strengths. For example, finance, legal, marketing, fundraising, community outreach. A strong board can dramatically improve your chances of long-term success. For Ontario not-for-profits and charities, you'll also need to assign a chair after you've registered. This can be one of your existing directors or someone totally different, but just keep this in mind when assembling your board of directors. Think of bylaws as the operating manual for your organization. They explain how directors are elected, how meetings are held, who can vote, and how decisions are made. Many organizations overlook this step and pay for it later when disagreements arise. While you won't need this to submit with your registration, you'll want to have this all set out before getting started. Once your documents are ready, you can file your incorporation application. You'll typically need your organization name, director information, registered office address, purpose statement. After approval, your organization officially exists. Next, obtain a business number from the CRA. They'll automatically issue this after you're incorporated. This number may be needed for tax administration, payroll accounts, or other government registrations. Never mix personal and organizational funds. Open a dedicated bank account and establish clear signing authority and financial controls. This creates transparency and protects your organization. Most new organizations use a combination of grants, membership fees, fundraising events, corporate sponsorships, donations, and community partnerships. Many government and community grants specifically support new not-for-profit organizations. Common mistakes include starting without a clear mission, choosing the wrong structure, weak bylaws, poor record keeping, no funding strategy, missed annual filings. Avoiding these issues early can save thousands of dollars and countless hours. Starting a not-for-profit can seem overwhelming, but with the right structure and planning, it's completely achievable. If you found this video helpful, hit like and subscribe for more Canadian business and organization startup guides. And if you'd like help incorporating a not-for-profit organization, visit launchabusiness.ca. We'll see you in the next video.